Alright guys, so I've got a campaign ready here just to go, okay? I just want to run through this, and so you don't need to watch over the shoulders I'm typing stuff. Let's just take it from this point where everything is done and you can just watch the whole process and what's been done, what's still to do, and watch that actual posting as well. So here you can see I put in the title. We need to put in the first title here, and what we want to do is we want to put in an API key for Create. Now Create was in a launch last month. I would imagine many of you watching this video actually purchased that product, and here's how you can use your API and get rankings with it as well. This is super powerful stuff. It's a fantastic tool. All we need to do is feed it some headlines like this, and it will go and create articles from that. It will create an article from that. So the more articles you want created, the more headlines you're going to create for it, okay? Now you can see in here we've got embed multimedia. Basically, if you click on that, we can checkbox several of these, and it's going to post randomly one in each post, okay? And when we come in here to the videos, you can type put in a search term here, and it will pull back a whole bunch of videos, and you can pull that in as well. Now I've got some better training how to do that in the webinar coming up on Tuesday, and plus in the member area, so make sure you attend the webinar or at least watch the replay, okay? We'll go into some stuff there. The buttons, you can see here we can add buttons with text and hyperlink. It's actually a hyperlink here. We took away the buttons because we couldn't get the buttons to stretch the full length of the text at times. And you can see the settings here as well, okay? You can see we've already pre-filled some API keys here for you to use. Right now, what we need to do is I need to add my API key here, then I need to click on save. I'll do that, I'll pause and do that. And so my content here is ready. Now if I come into the options here, you can see that I can ping the URLs, I can index the URLs if I'm using a third-party indexer. I'm not going to use that one. We have an RSS tool in the funnel that I prefer to use, and we can just use that every single time. I don't need to pay monthly for some indexing tools if we have that. Here you can see we have long tail SINT keywords. Now this is really important to understand. We are creating headlines, and with those headlines, the Create API will create some content. So as many headlines as you've got will create as many articles as you want, posts that you want. So you can see here I've got 3 headlines in here that will create 3 posts. Now when I come back in here, I need to make sure when I'm in the options in here that I've chosen the correct project within the long tail SINT campaigns. Okay, I need to make sure I've chosen the correct project, and here we can set a time delay in between posting, and you can also set the number of threads. I'm going to keep that at 1, okay, just for the purpose of demonstration. I will post 1 piece of content, we'll have a look at it while the other one is working, and we can close the video then because you've already seen how it works. Okay, so what we can do now is come into the accounts. Now I need to have enough accounts to be able to cover the amount of headlines that I've got in this long tail alpha. Now if I come into the accounts here, you can see I've got 3 article titles there, but here I've got plenty accounts, and it's all the same account. Doesn't matter. If you only have 1 in here, it's only going to make 1 post. If you want to make 3 posts, you need to have at least 3 instances. So what I'm going to do here, if I just checkbox this and I'll leave 3 here, I can delete the rest, and that means I'm only going to do 3 posts. So we can also have a look at the scheduler too. I'm going to switch the scheduler off for this right now. What I want to do is just post straight in there, but if you want to use the scheduler, I have some training inside the member area. All you do is you click on here to add a new time. You can hold down the control button, you can click as many as you want in here, and if you have, for example, 5 days and 5 videos, it's going to 5 post it. We'll do 1 post a day over 5 days. That's a good way to do it with medium.com because it kind of keeps you under the radar. The maximum you can do with medium.com is 3 in a day per account, okay? So if you've got 10 accounts, you could do 30, okay? If you only got 1 account, you can only do 3. But focus on the quality. We will cover that on the webinar on Tuesday. Anyway, I'm taking off the scheduler. I'm disabling that. I don't want to use that right now. So all I need to do now, let's click on start posting, and it's going to go and start to scrape the articles. Now this part takes longer than it does for posting because the AI software in the background has to do some work. So while that's working, I will pause the video. Once it starts to do the medium.com post, after it's got the article, then I will put it back on again so you can watch what's happening. So this has gone on about 3 or 4 minutes now. It can go up to about 5 minutes depending on the keyword, I think. So you just have to be patient with it. The best thing to do at this point is actually just go and make a cup of coffee and come back again or something. There's not a lot you can do anyway except for watch it. So, okay, so now it's posting, and the posting is really fast. There, it's done. So it takes about 5 minutes to get the article, and the posting takes about 10 seconds. It's really fast. Now it's going to do the next one. So what we can do is we can have a look at what we got now. Let me just pull this over as it's populating, and you can see here we've got our article, we've got our video. The image we get here is actually, this one is very small. We take the size that it gives us. Okay, so you don't need to use the images. In fact, a lot of the time I won't, but just for the purpose of demonstration I put it in there. But look at this. This is a nice article. It's got step 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. This is a very good article, created by artificial intelligence. Look at that. Wow, nice, very nice, and hands-free content. How easy can it be? Now we'll probably get rankings for these kind of keywords like all day long. You just got to keep posting and use multiple accounts, but do it nicely so that you have got good keyword research done, so that you're posting in with not hundreds of posts, but you're just doing it hands-free, so that you can find those keywords that you can rank for without needing backlinks, that you can go and update the content, make the content better as you need, add some more keywords into the content to rank for even more keywords. All of that kind of stuff we'll cover next week in the webinar, so you can join us on the webinars and see how that's done. If you're watching this later, you can watch the replays. Thanks for watching.